Some big breaking news coming in on Army helicopter crash in Coonoor. In fact, this is the big news that we're tracking. Army helicopter has crashed at Coonoor district in Tamil Nadu. 3 rescued so far, 3 of them rescued with serious injuries and taken to Wellington base. The search is currently on for the 4th personnel. The CDS was on board the chopper that crashed. CDS Bipin Rawat was on board as well. Absolute tragedy that's now been reported from Coonoor. Army helicopter crash at Coonoor. 3 rescued so far. 3 of them rescued with serious injuries and taken to Wellington base. The search currently on for the 4th personnel. From what we hear, CDS General Bipin Rawat also was on board the chopper. Army chopper crashes in Coonoor, Tamil Nadu. Now, the reason for the crash is yet to be known. Let me quickly cut across to Pramod joining us for more. Pramod, what do we know about this Army chopper crash? Who was in that chopper and what really resulted in this crash in Coonoor? We believe one of them still missing.
Well, so far we got in visual confirmation that the crash has occurred in a location called Coonoor in Nilgiri district. This is also close to the Wellington base as well, and rescue personnel have reached the spot and army officials have also reached the spot. As for preliminary information, 3 people have been rescued so far and search is on for others as well. We're not exactly sure how many people were traveling in that helicopter because we are also getting information that there were 14 personnel, but we're trying to confirm it so far. 3 have been rescued with serious burn injuries and have been taken to the hospital, and as we speak, the rescue operations is continuing over there. The only trouble is that this is a complete hilly region and it's extremely difficult for the officials to go over there, but they're trying their best to actually rescue the people at the spot. And the initial reason it's been given is that the entire area is covered in mist, so that is also being investigated currently.
If you could take us through, CDS General Bipin Rawat, we believe, was also on board the chopper when it crashed. Any word on how he's doing? What's his condition like?
We are trying to speak with the officials in Tamil Nadu, especially the army personnel, and so far we haven't got any information on that. We are awaiting for a confirmation from the army personnel in Tamil Nadu, especially about Bipin Rawat.
Right, we do know, Pramod, that it is a very foggy, misty area there. Coonoor, one of the coldest regions in south of India, located in Tamil Nadu, very next attached to Ooty. We well understood that there must be fog and it must have been difficult for the chopper to maneuver. But what was the chopper doing on that area of Coonoor? What exactly was this operation that was being carried out? Was it a test chopper ride or what was it?
Well, for now, this looks like a sortie, and in that, as we said earlier, there is a Wellington base as well. So regular sorties occur over there, and we also have Sulur base over there, where we have the LCA Tejas as well. So regular sorties occur at the spot, but the mission for this particular sortie has not yet been revealed by the army personnel. We are just waiting for their for them to provide some information, but everyone is actually concentrating on rescuing the personnel at this location, and that's the reason we are not able to reach anyone at this point.
Right. Do we know exactly, Pramod, where has this chopper crashed into? Were there civilians on ground? Was it an area that was populated? Where exactly has this chopper crashed?
This is actually completely hilly spot called as Kaduveti in Coonoor, and this is where the crash has occurred so far. And as we could see, it was a complete. The officials have reached the spot. They have there is burning debris across the place, and they are going around. It's completely filled with trees and bushes. It's becoming extremely difficult for them, but everyone is over there, and they are trying to rescue the people as soon as possible. So far, there is no information about any civilian losing life as such. Officials are there, and they have made sure that people are being rescued as soon as possible.
Right. It looks horrific. In fact, Pramod, we're looking at a blaze, fire raging on in that area where the chopper has crashed. Is the chopper completely burnt down? What's the situation? How bad was this crash? We believe 3 of them have been saved, but they have incurred grave injuries.
It surely is, and that's the kind of shocking and unfortunate part, because we could see the debris actually in various areas, including treetops and things as well, and certain people's bodies are being moved in clothes as well. As we speak, the army personnel are taking the people, rescuing them from that area, and they're moving it. It is an extremely unfortunate incident that has occurred at this spot, and as far as we can see, the chopper seems to be completely burnt out, and the preliminary kind of like action currently is to save as much as possible, and that's what the officials over there are trying to do so currently.
Well, Pramod, if you can reiterate, any civilians on ground have been hurt? This is a hilly region, but were there residences around the vicinity?
So far, like, we have no information about any civilians concurring injury or any kind of this thing so far, because it looks like the chopper has crashed near a hilltop region and the debris has fallen close to settlements. But so far, there is no report of any damage or injury to any civilians so far. We are waiting for further inputs on this matter.
Well, Pramod, I'd still like you to try and delve into whether or not CDS General Bipin Rawat was on board and how is he doing? What have the officials as of now said to you?
Well, so like we are trying to reach the officials, and they have said like all they are trying to currently do is reach the spot and rescue the people, and they are on this matter. But the situation looks extremely grim as far as we could see the visuals over there. The army staffs are not ready to provide any information so far. They just want to rescue people as much as possible and then provide information to us. We specifically asked about General Bipin Rawat being in it, and confirmation we are awaiting on it.
Well, Pramod, we know that 3 of them who were on that helicopter have been grievously injured. Any word or health update or bulletin that's coming from the Wellington base?
We also got information that there could be at least 14 people who were flying in that chopper as well. So that's what we are waiting for information on this matter. Wellington base is also not yet provided information, but all we know is that the people who are being rescued are taken to the hospitals close by to provide them with immediate attention and treatment.
Right. Stay with us, Pramod. Let me quickly cut across to Shiv Arur joining us from the newsroom. Shiv, really serious case of a chopper crash where it looks like that chopper has gutted down a blaze that's now erupting from that area, the spot where it's crashed. And we believe that 4 people have been rescued. I mean, 3 people out of the 4 have been rescued. One of them still missing. CDS General Bipin Rawat could be on board as well, but no word is yet on how he's doing.
No information just yet. This is a serious story that has taken over our coverage right now, Nabila, and I'm going to take our viewers through what we know so far. We do know that this helicopter, we're not sure of exactly what type. This helicopter went down just a short while ago in Coonoor in Tamil Nadu. This is a hilly region, in the Nilgiri Mountains. The Coonoor area is where the Defence Services Staff College is located. Where officers go for a higher courses. In the hills of Tamil Nadu, and this helicopter crashed somewhere near there in Coonoor, near the Coonoor-Wellington area in the Tamil Nadu mountains. The pilots were on board, and we understand that there were 3 senior officers, including the Chief of Defence Staff. Our India Today's Manjeet Negi confirms that Chief of Defence Staff Bipin Rawat was one of the persons on board that helicopter. The condition of the persons on board is not known. The information we're getting from the ground from our reporters so far is that 3 people have been moved injured to a medical facility. One person is still missing in the crash site, and the search is on to actually find that person. The reasons for this crash, how it happened, the circumstances are not known at this point of time, but we do know, as we can see in the images that our viewers have on their screens, that this was a pretty serious crash. It was not a crash landing. You can tell from the images that the entire wreckage has caught fire, and that there is pretty much nothing left on the ground over there. So we're waiting till we can get more clarity on the condition of the persons on board. There are prayers coming in from all sides. 3 top defense officials, including the Chief of Defense Staff, our reporter Manjeet Negi confirms, were on the helicopter at this point of time. I want to bring in Akshaya Nath, who's also tracking the story very closely from Chennai. She's in touch with her sources on the ground in Wellington and Coonoor. Akshaya, what more can you tell us? Manjeet, our colleague, confirming that Chief of Defence Staff is one of the passengers who was on board that helicopter. Any further information? It's a sensitive issue, but any further information about the condition of the occupants of the helicopter?
Well, Shiv, we are a team of reporters who report only sensitive information. So right now, let me just tell you the information that we have in hand is that Chief of Defence Staff Bipin Rawat was on board the helicopter which crashed in Coonoor in Tamil Nadu. and at present 3 people have been seriously injured and they have been sent to the Wellington Kent hospital, and at the moment we are being told that 1 more personnel is being searched for, and the entire situation panned out because of the poor weather is what we are being told at this point of time, Shiv. Most importantly, we need to remember the Chief of Defence Staff, Bipin Rawat, was on board, is the confirmation that we have got from a colleague itself. So at the moment, it is a very sensitive situation and we're waiting for more information to come from official sources. But so far, we get to know that 3 people have been rescued and all of them are very seriously injured and have been sent to the Wellington Kent hospital, and that is also an army-based hospital there. So it is going to be something that we'll have to wait and watch, Shiv, but it is a very shocking information that is coming from Tamil Nadu at this point of time. Chief of Defence Staff, Bipin Rawat, was on board. There is no clarity on who are the 3 personnel who have been rescued so far. We've been told that the search operation for 1 more person is underway, and fingers are crossed, prayers are on, and all the hands are on the field right now to ensure that every person who was on board is brought out and the best of treatment is given to them.
I just want to, Akshay, I want to through the images that your team has just sent us from the ground in Coonoor. From the images that you can see on your screen, viewer, you can see that this was not a crash landing. It was a crash. The entire wreckage is on fire. I'm going to hazard a guess that this helicopter looks to me like a Mi-17, looks to me like an Indian Air Force Mi-17 helicopter, but I'm not going to be conclusive on that because that information is still coming in. You can see some locals who are on the ground, trying to manage the crash site. You can see a man with a bucket trying to put out some of those flames. This is a crash. This is a helicopter that has definitely crashed. It's not a crash landing. You can see the mangled mess of the metal, on the ground over there. The whole thing is on fire. So this is a helicopter that went down with a great degree of impact, and therefore it's not surprising that serious injuries are reported to have been inflicted on the persons on board. India Today's Manjeet Negi reporting that Chief of Defence Staff was also on board that helicopter. If you're wondering why the Chief of Defence Staff was in a helicopter in Wellington in Tamil Nadu, that is the site where the Army's Defence Services Staff College is. It's a tri-services military institution where officers go for their higher command courses. It's a very prestigious institution, and the Chief of Defence Staff is likely to have been visiting there, as senior officers often do. So 2 images on your screen right now, ladies and gentlemen, of the crash site in Coonoor where this helicopter went down. It's a sensitive story. I'm going to be very careful, as we always are here on India Today, to only give you information that has been corroborated by our team on the ground. Now, there could be a variety of reasons why this helicopter actually went down. I'm not going to try and hazard a guess because there are many, many different complications that are possible for a helicopter to go down. But the Indian Air Force, the Indian Army have extremely qualified pilots. So this must have been some kind of catastrophic technical or mechanical failure or weather-related incident that has caused this very, very upsetting accident that involves security forces personnel, including the senior-most serving military officer in the country right now, the Chief of Defence Staff, General Bipin Rawat. Remember, he happens to be the first Chief of Defence Staff. And the images on your ground suggest that the injuries have been serious. They've apparently been shifted to a military hospital nearby. Wellington is a very well-equipped military establishment in the Tamil Nadu Nilgiri Hills where this incident has taken place. And we are awaiting word. We are awaiting word both from the Ministry of Defence as well as from Wellington on site, the police and other agencies on the ground, to give us a sense of what has happened. Please bear with us, viewer, because I can tell you that we will not jump the gun on any information. We will be as sensitive as possible because this is a story that has to be told as carefully as possible. It involves the senior-most military official of the country. It involves security personnel. It involves a military asset, the Mi-17 helicopter that went down, and it involves, many other sensitivities surrounding this entire accident, especially when there are so many unknowns. I'm going to try and get our reporter back on the line. If we still have Akshay on the line. Okay, Akshaya is still with me on the line. I'm going to try and get in Nagarjun, our other reporter. We also have Pramod and many of our other reporters, Ashish, all of them in the neighboring areas who are tracking the story very closely. And India Today has a team and a network of reporters on the ground who are getting you these images. And I promise you, we'll keep you updated on that. Akshaya, what are your sources on the ground telling you? In these images, we can see some locals, trying to aid in the effort to put out the fire. Any specific information on where the injured personnel have been taken? And we are told that one person from inside the helicopter is still missing.
Well, Shiv, we've been told that 3 people were rescued from the burning debris, and all 3 of them are in very serious condition and have been taken to the Wellington Hospital. There is a base there. That is where they've been taken for treatment currently, is what we've been told by our sources. And one more person is there on board, and search operations are underway for the 4th person also, is what we're being told by our sources in the location. And well, you can see that this happened in the upper regions of Coonoor. And it is being told that the weather condition was not that great there and could have contributed for the kind of accident that has happened. These are the preliminary information that we are getting, Shiv. And from our confirmations, we've also been told that the chief of Army Staff, Bipin Rawat, was also there on the flight. But we need to know on what and who were all the people who have been rescued so far and what their condition is. The clarity on these information is still, very dicey, and we're being told that all necessary precautionary steps are being taken to ensure that everybody who is there on the boat, are rescued at this point in time. So we need to wait for more information. But at the moment, we know that 3 people who are in a very critical condition have been rescued from the debris.
The debris definitely suggests a crash of this helicopter. We have a confirmation now from our sources on the ground that this helicopter was flying between Coimbatore and Sulur. Coimbatore and Sulur are both cantonment towns. Sulur has a large Indian Army cantonment as well as a large Indian Air Force base. It's very close to the Nilgiri Hills where the Wellington Defence Services Staff College is. There are many different military establishments, ladies and gentlemen, in that area where the Chief of Defence Staff may have been travelling. We are told some of his family members may have also been on that helicopter along with him. This was an Indian Air Force Mi-17 helicopter. That's a confirmation that we have. I'm also going to tell our producers, Mi-17 helicopter on board, Chief of Defence Staff. The condition of the people on board is not confirmed just yet. We're going to get that in just a moment. There are prayers pouring in from all sides at this point of time. Chief of Defence Staff Bipin Rawat is India's first, the highest military post in the country right now. The circumstances in which this helicopter may have gone down is not known. We're being flooded by questions by our viewers on social media about how something like this could have happened. We are trying to get more information. I can tell you that a crash inquiry will be going into every last aspect of it. But right now, our priority is on the condition and the safety of the pilots and the passengers on board that helicopter, which we were the first to confirm to you include Chief of Defence Staff General Bipin Rawat. I'm going to get more of our reporters in on this. I'm also going to show you more pictures of precisely what the crash site looks like. Once again, just taking you through what we're seeing on air. This Mi-17 helicopter, that's the mangled metal you see on your screen are the remnants of the helicopter which has crashed. It's completely on fire at this point of time. It has been completely gutted and destroyed in this post-crash fire. The reasons for it having gone down are not known just yet, but all we can say is this was a catastrophic accident, but the condition of the people on board is not yet known. Remember, when an aircraft goes down, there are possibilities of people surviving because it can glide down to the ground, but when a helicopter falls out of the sky, it simply falls by the force of gravity, and there's very, very little chance, of people escaping without serious injuries. That's one thing we can confirm, that serious injuries have definitely happened. The condition of Chief of Defence Staff Bipin Rawat is not known. We will not conjecture on that at this point of time. News agency ANI reports that some of his family members were also on board. This must have been an official visit. The Chief of Defence Staff is entitled to the use, of course, of military assets to get from one place to the other. This must have been an official visit. We're going to get that information for you also in just a moment from now. Akshaya continues to be with me. I'm also going to get you more images from the ground of what this crash site looks like. We've got two separate images. Let me show you the two separate images that we have at this point of time, depicting and covering the entire crash site. The first image is the one you see with the people trying to put out the fire. The other, also taken from a mobile phone camera, appears to be from a slightly upper reach on that hillside where this helicopter has impacted into the ground. It seems to be an area with some kind of high altitude terrain somewhere near the hills. There are lots of hills near very close to the Sulur Coimbatore area. That's where the Nilgiri hills of Tamil Nadu actually start, and that's where this helicopter appears to have completely impacted the terrain. We don't know if it was a controlled crash, we don't know if it was a catastrophic failure, or from what altitude this helicopter has actually come down. Ashish Pandey, the reporter who brought this news to us first, is also with me live on this. He joins me on the story. Ashish, what are you hearing from the ground? We can confirm that this is an Indian Air Force Mi-17 helicopter that has crashed. It's a medium lift helicopter, very, very common sight for all kind of airlift operations. It's the helicopter that's used by all Indian VIPs and top officials to get from one place to the other in the military as well. What are your sources telling you? Chief of Defence Staff Bipin Rawat was definitely on board as you first reported, Ashish. What more are you hearing?
Yes, like you mentioned that we are hearing from our sources on ground, and they are telling us not a good news, in fact, from the ground. This particular helicopter, Mi-17, like you mentioned, it took off from Sulur Air Base from Tamil Nadu to Wellington in Coonoor. Near Nilgiri, over the Nilgiri mountains, it crashed. Now the search and rescue operations are on. Several teams of Army, Air Force, as well as local administration, they have rushed to the location. They are providing all kind of assistance. Locals were the first responder. That's what we are hearing. Locals were the first responder at the crash site. They started rescuing all the people. However, due to the impact of this particular crash, the helicopter caught fire, and all those occupants of all those who were on board in this helicopter, they suffered serious injuries. What we are hearing that apart from Chief of Defence Staff, General Rawat, a few family members as well as a few other Army staff were on board in this chopper. This chopper crashed over Nilgiri mountain in a thick forest range near a house, and the debris caught fire. Now search and rescue operations are on. So far, no official word we have received from the defence side or Army side, but yes, it is confirmed that General Rawat and his family members were on board in this chopper. This chopper took off from Sulur Air Base around noon. It was heading to Wellington in Coonoor. When over Nilgiri mountain range, it crashed. Shiv.
Okay, it has crashed into the Coonoor mountains just a short while ago between Coimbatore and Sulur Air Force Base, where this helicopter was apparently headed. The details of General Bipin Rawat's itinerary are not known at this point of time, but we'll have them on your screens in just a moment from now. All we can tell you right now is that serious injuries have been sustained by the persons on board. We understand that General Bipin Rawat has also sustained injuries. It's very unlikely that he wouldn't have sustained injuries in a crash of this intensity, but we will not conjecture on his condition right now until we hear it from the ground. So please trust us to give you only accurate information. We will not sensationalize a story of this kind. It already is a terrible, terrible story to report. But our reporters on the ground are only going to get you the facts. I just quickly want to list for you the possibilities of what may have caused this crash. This is a Mi-17 helicopter flown by one of the best, the best team of pilots in the world right now. And these pilots, there may have been bad weather. There may have been a technical failure. There may have been an engine failure. There may have been anything else at this point of time that may have caused the crash. Our sources are telling India Today's Akshaya Nath that there were 9 people on board that helicopter. Remember, the Mi-17 is a helicopter that can hold at least 20 people, if not more. And on this occasion, we understand that there were 9 people on board that helicopter. So that's a large number of persons. 3 people have been rescued with injuries and sent to a hospital. But there is no word just yet. Very distressing to note that there is no word yet on the others. News agency ANI has reported that General Bipin Rawat was on board along with some senior officers as well as some members of his family. We don't know yet if his wife was also on board, Mrs. Madhulika Rawat, but we do understand, but we do know. Okay, we've got the Indian Air Force's statement that's just come out. An Indian Air Force Mi-17 V5 helicopter. Here's the statement that's just come out from the Indian Air Force. They've just announced and confirmed to us that an Indian Air Force Mi-17 V5 helicopter with Chief of Defence Staff General Bipin Rawat on board has met with an accident today near Coonoor, Tamil Nadu. An inquiry has been ordered to ascertain the cause of the accident. So that's a first confirmation on the news that India Today broke just an hour ago, that Chief of Defence Staff Bipin Rawat was on board this helicopter. That's the information that the Indian Air Force is putting out on its official Twitter handle, confirming the worst. They've confirmed that Chief of Defence Staff was on board that helicopter. No word in this tweet on his condition. That information is still going to be coming out from the ground in just a moment from now. It was a Mi-17, like India Today told you, a Mi-17 V5, which happens to be actually one of the latest variants of this particular helicopter that's actually crashed at this point of time. The Indian Air Force will be putting out even more information, we are told, in a short while from now to give us a sense of what may have happened. Before I tell you a little bit more about the situation, ladies and gentlemen, we're in a newsroom where everybody is now tuned to this particular story. I just also want to tell our viewers that crash investigators will already be on site to give us a sense of what may have happened. But that investigation is going to take a much longer time. Information that 2 people have been confirmed dead in this crash. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 people have reportedly been found dead at the crash site, is the information that we're getting at this point of time. I'm going to keep these images on your screen right now because we are getting a confirmation that 14 people were on board this helicopter and 2 people have been confirmed dead in this helicopter crash. So 14 people on board, 2 people dead at this point of time. No confirmation on the identities of the 2 people who have died so far. The others have all sustained serious injuries. All of them have been either shifted to a hospital or are still being searched for at the crash site. Nagarjun Dwarkanath continues to be with me. Ashish and Akshaya also reporting on this terrible story that we're bringing to you here on India Today. Stay tuned for more on this. Naga, what are you hearing? I mean, 2 people dead, 14 persons, including Chief of Defence Staff, on board this Mi-17 V5 helicopter. The crash site, look at the pictures, Naga. The crash site suggests that this was a high-intensity impact into the ground. There's a big post-crash fire. There's nothing left. There's a mangled heap of metal. This was a very serious accident.
Well, true, Shiv. In fact, the tragic incident seems like, the preliminary pictures and videos that we have received, it seems like it was a high-impact crash. The chopper was at a high speed and it has impacted or collided with the ground or the trees there. And remember, this is also a hilly area, and so the service ceiling of the flight will also be high. So the helicopter might be flying, say, about 8,000 feet to 10,000 feet or 7,000 feet and above, because it's a hilly area. The ground width or the space between the ground and the aircraft will have to be at least 2,000 to 3,000 feet above the ceiling area. So they would be flying around 7 to 10,000 feet, but it seems like there was a high impact at this point of time, because the metal, the wreckage seems like the body has completely dislodged. The fuel has burnt up. The fire is on. And also, it's a Mi-17 has 2 pilots and one engineer compulsory on board. So whenever the flight take off, there's compulsory 2 pilots flying the Mi-17 chopper. So it can't be that it was just one human error, or what was the point that this crash happened. So we'll have to wait and watch whether it was a technical glitch or weather conditions, or were both pilots caught unaware of what was happening on board. These are the questions only after the investigation comes out. But what we can make out of the preliminary pictures and images are that it was a high impact collision with the ground, and seems like the aircraft was in high speed as well. The chopper, the Mi-17 chopper cruising speed is around 140 knots to 160 knots, and that's around 300 kilometers per hour. That itself is quite a good speed for the crash. If at all they collided during the cruise speed or cruise altitude, it would be difficult to say that the rescue would be difficult, because the impact would have been so much that the life of people on board would be damaged, in sense the body would have taken severe impact. As we see, 14 on board, 2 people, initial information that they have passed away in the crash, and we'll have to wait and watch as to what exactly has happened. The army is doing the search and rescue operations. Considering this is a hilly region, the chopper would have taken off at a higher altitude and has come down now.
This is a absolutely horrifying story that we're bringing to you, ladies and gentlemen. There's a confirmation of 2 fatalities already on board that helicopter. The other 12 persons on board, their condition is not known at this point of time. There is a search and rescue effort that is on right now. Chief of Defence Staff Bipin Rawat was on board with members of his family, including his wife. We are hearing Madhulika Rawat also on board that helicopter. We'll get a confirmation to you on their condition, as well as the other officers who are on board that helicopter, in just a short moment from now. What I can tell you is that not only are locals on site, police is on site, there are military personnel on site, trying to secure that particular area so that rescue and relief personnel can get to the injured persons quickly and shift them to a military base for treatment. But this is a worst case scenario. Nothing worse could possibly be imagined, for a visit of this kind. The Chief of Defence Staff was on an official visit. The Sulur Air Force Base in Coimbatore has Mi-17 V5 helicopters, and it is a helicopter from that base that is understood to have been involved in this particular, this very, very upsetting accident in which the Chief of Defence Staff and members of his family were on board, as were certain other senior officers, including a Lieutenant General. So we're awaiting more information on precisely what the condition is on those people. In the meanwhile, we've got more of these images that are coming out for you. We've got the Indian Air Force's tweet that confirms that Chief of Defence Staff Bipin Rawat is a passenger who was on board that helicopter. His condition will be confirmed to us in just a short span of time from now. There's a lot of speculation that's going on social media at this point of time, but we will not be speculating. I will only report to you what is confirmed to us by our reporters on the ground. There is absolutely no hurry to get something wrong. We will only report what is completely confirmed here on India Today. We respect our military forces, we respect our defense personnel, and their families will be watching this with a great deal of with a great deal of anxiety, because their loved ones have been on board that helicopter. So I promise you that we will not jump the gun in any effort whatsoever. We will only give you corroborated information by military personnel on the ground. Akshaya continues to be with me. Ashish also continues to be with me. I'm going to try and get in more of our reporters in on this story. I'd like to ask our producers to bring me Sandeep Punithan, our managing editor from India Today magazine, also in on the phone line or on or live in a moment. Gaurav Sawant is going to be with me in a moment as well, as we take forward this coverage non-stop on this story. Akshaya, Any further information? 2 people confirmed dead, identities not being put out. Even though we do have that information, we're not putting it out right now. We're waiting for a formal word from the police and the military personnel on the ground. What's the latest that you can confirm to us, Akshaya?
Well, we have got a passenger list of 9 people confirmed who were on board from Delhi to Sulur and further from Sulur to Kunnur, where the accident happened. It happened in the Nilgiri Hills. And from the visuals that we've got so far from our sources in Kunnur, we can see how a lot of the local administration has come forward to help with the military operations that is underway there. Rescue operations are on full swing. We also see that the local collector and other senior officials also on ground, and immediate response was from the people who were living in and around the area. And we can see that the entire crash has led to a huge fire accident there as well, which further made it very difficult for the people to go inward and immediately help these people in the accident. But several of them have been taken out of the crash spot, is being what is being told, and seriously injured people, all of them are very critically injured, and most of them have been rushed to the Wellington Hospital right now, and further search rescue operations are underway. And from the visuals, we can very clearly see Shiv. It is a very high altitude area where this accident has happened, and also even from the kind of situation that is there, we've been told that the weather conditions have been really rough. In and around Kunnur, there has been a lot of foggy areas. So it's still unclear as to what really panned out leading to these kind of an accident, because, these are expert pilots which we're talking about, and especially with such senior officers on board, the kind of precautions that would have been taken is really high. But we're still uncertain on what really went wrong. And right now, even the Air Force has sent out a release wherein they've confirmed that the Chief of Defence Staff was on board, and also they said that proper investigation will be done, and ascertain on the cause of the accident will also be done, and only then will they be able to give out the proper details. But at the moment, from the list of passengers which is being stated in, we've been told that the Dilshan Rawat's wife was also on board. It's a very, very, very tragic scenario which is panning out. Fingers are crossed that people from the spot of.
Akshaya, I'm just going to ask my cameraman to bring the camera this side for a moment, because we have a flight manifest. Okay, we've got a flight manifest of the flight that carried Chief of Defence Staff and his team from Delhi to Sulur near Coimbatore earlier this morning. Now, we're not releasing this as an information of the people who are on board, just to make absolutely sure that some of these people were on board the helicopter that has crashed. This is the list of people who are flying from Delhi to Sulur. I want to make it absolutely clear, from Delhi to Sulur, not in the helicopter crash. 9 of these people, among the 9 of these people, some of them, including the Chief of Defence Staff, his wife, Mrs. Madhulika Rawat, as well as his staff officer, Lieutenant Colonel Harjinder Singh, were on board the helicopter. We don't know if any of the other names you see in this list are on that helicopter, but a total of 14 people were on board that helicopter. 2 people have been confirmed dead at this point of time. We will only be releasing their names once we get more information on a confirmation from the police or the military personnel on the ground at this point of time. But I just wanted to tell you that this is the flight manifest that has come out of the flight that carried the Chief of Defence Staff and his team from Delhi to Sulur in Tamil Nadu earlier today. You also have the defence advisor to the Chief of Defence Staff, as well as other senior officers who were on board this particular helicopter when it crashed in Kunnur. So that's the information we have right now. We're also breaking that the Defence Minister has just been briefed. He's just been briefed by the Indian Air Force and the Army about this crash. He's just got the latest debrief on this particular crash. We're told that Rajnath Singh has asked for a minute-by-minute update update. He's monitoring the situation from Delhi at this point of time. Remember, Parliament is in session, and therefore this information is of an extremely sensitive nature. Rajnath Singh, the Defence Minister, the National Security Advisor, the Prime Minister, the Home Minister, all are completely plugged in on this issue. We can also break that the Prime Minister has been briefed on this particular issue. The Prime Minister and Defence Minister have both been personally briefed on this issue. They are on their phones monitoring the situation as it unfolds. This is a story that involves the country's top military officer, ladies and gentlemen, and his wife, Mrs. Madhulika Rawat, who were both on board that helicopter. There are all kinds of conjectures and speculations circulating on social media, but here on India Today, we will only bring you the facts. We are told the death toll number is likely to go up. We are expecting a confirmation on that in just a moment, but the facts as we know them right now, and they will change, is that 14 people were on board that helicopter. 2 people have been confirmed dead. That number is likely to go up in the next few minutes once we have a confirmation. But we do know that at this point of time, the Defence Minister and Prime Minister Modi have both been briefed by the Indian Air Force and the Indian Army on this very, very unfortunate accident in the Nilgiri mountains of Tamil Nadu. Abhishek Bhalla, Defence Editor, Managing Editor, India Today Magazine, Sandeep Unithan, also with me live on this. Abhishek, quickly to you first. The Indian Air Force confirming that this was a Mi-17 V5 helicopter with the Chief of Defence Staff on board. His wife, Mrs. Madhulika Rawat, also on board that helicopter. Any further information? His staff officer also on board. There was a brigadier, there was a lieutenant colonel. Any further information that we're picking up right now? When is there likely to be a formal clarity on what happened?
Well, Shiv, I've been speaking to officials in the Defence Ministry, and they are saying that they are checking the facts with the police, with the local administration on the ground, because they are the first source of information of what exactly is happening. But what we know till now is that an inquiry has been ordered. It was a Mi-17. The Air Force has put out this information in the public domain. The Air Force has also clearly stated that CDS General Bipin Rawat was on board. What we've managed to access is a flight manifest from Delhi to Sulur, which again mentions that CDS was on board and his wife was also on board Delhi, Sulur, along with 7 other officials, including people from his immediate staff. After they reached Sulur, they took this helicopter. How many people have been killed and things like that are still not very clear, Shiv, because it's taking a while for the information to come from the ground. There are a lot of pictures, visuals that are doing the round. Again, on social media, they look scary. Everybody in Delhi, be it the Defence Minister, be it the Prime Minister, is following everything minute by minute, because this is a matter of grave concern. India's top military officer on board a helicopter that has crashed.
Unithan is also with me live for more. Sandeep, what are you picking up? There's a Mi-17 V5 squadron based in Sulur. The Chief of Defence Staff, his family, his team, his staff officer, his DA, all of them flew from Delhi to Sulur earlier today. Some of those people who flew from Delhi to Sulur were on board the helicopter. We understand that 4 people have died now. That number has gone up from 2 to 4. 4 people have been confirmed dead right now. What are you hearing, Sandeep?
Well, Shiv, as you mentioned, the Sulur Air Base operates the Mi-17 V5 transport helicopters. Now, this is a very capable transport helicopter, Shiv. It was acquired from Russia. Over 80 of them were acquired a few years back. It's literally the workhorse, the backbone of the IAF's medium transport helicopter fleet. Crashes are extremely rare, Shiv, of this helicopter. They're extremely dependable machines. They're workhorses. And in fact, only one crash that we know of, the one was the accidental friendly fire incident in the wake of the Balakot airstrikes in Jammu and Kashmir. So there's a bit of, there's shock and there's dismay in the flying community about the fact that this machine, the very rugged, very dependable machine, could go down the way it has, and it's disheartening to see the kind of stills that we are seeing of the fire and the wreckage. And we're really awaiting further information on this, Shiv.
Extremely distressing information that we're getting right now, which we'll be confirming to our viewers in just a short span of time. The images on your right that you see over there are file images of a Mi-17 V5 helicopter of the Indian Air Force. That's precisely the kind of helicopter that was carrying the 14 people that has crashed. 2 people have been confirmed dead. We understand that there is more bad news coming, which we will report once we have an official confirmation from the ground, from the military personnel on the ground on what has happened. What we can tell you is that rescue and relief personnel on the ground, along with the police, the disaster response force, as well as military personnel, are piecing through that wreckage at this point of time to recover the remains of those who've been killed in the crash, as well as transfer those who may be found injured. It's looking bad. I'm going to be very honest with you. I'm not going to try and conceal anything from you, the viewer. We respect your judgment, and I can tell you this is looking extremely bad. A worse combination of events couldn't possibly be imagined. The country's senior-most military officer, Chief of Defence Staff General Bipin Rawat, his wife Mrs. Madhulika Rawat, his staff officer Lieutenant Colonel Harjinder Singh, and others were on board this helicopter. Their condition is not known at this point of time, and we will respect process and only bring to you what the agencies announce officially on the ground, because there are families watching, and we would not like to preempt any information of any kind on this front. Abhishek continues to be with us. Abhishek, the images telling an extremely distressing story. We've seen crash sites of this kind before. Surviving a helicopter crash in itself is a very difficult thing. Escaping with injuries is only if you're really lucky. But this crash site is I'm afraid telling an extremely tragic story. We will be getting more confirmations in the next few minutes, but this is a very distressing sight, Abhishek. What more are you hearing?
That's right, Shiv. This doesn't look good. The images are very scary and horrifying. But having said that, as far as the defense establishment is concerned, they are looking at things very closely because it was the CDS that was on board, his wife, his staff, and everything is being looked into because there is a lot of information that's coming in from the ground, and everybody is far away here in Delhi trying to get whatever inputs are possible from the ground. What we are hearing is that there is a likelihood of Defense Minister Rajnath Singh also flying out and reaching the spot where it has happened. There is no confirmation on it yet, but the Defense Minister, the Prime Minister, and everybody in the security establishment is looking at things very closely. Still no confirmation, Shiv, on what the condition of those who were on board. There have been reports of at least a couple of deaths, but the relief operations are the priority. The wreckage needs to be cleaned up. Whoever is stuck there needs to be brought out. So those are the priorities for the administration, for the police on the ground. So there is a big focus on the rescue. Once there are confirmations on what the situation is, what is the status of people who are on board, we will be able to tell our viewers.
This is a day that's going to get more and more tragic and difficult as the hours progress. We can confirm to you now that out of the 14 people on board that helicopter, 4 people are confirmed dead at this point of time, and that number will rise. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that number is going to rise. 4 bodies have been recovered from the crash site. The condition of the 10 others is not known at this point of time. We understand that there are severe life-threatening burn injuries on some of those personnel, but the worst could possibly be feared at this point of time, viewer. And I will be bringing you a confirmation on that in just a short while from now. But we are awaiting a formal statement from the Indian Air Force, from the Indian Army, as well as the police on the ground to bring us a sense of what may have happened. Sandeep Unithan continues to be with me. I want to get a perspective from him on what may have happened. Sandeep, the Mi-17 V5 is a fairly modern helicopter. We have some of the best pilots in the world, but as our viewers must know, that there are a plethora of different things that can happen in military aviation that can doom a helicopter even in the best circumstances. Can you list some of those for us, Sandeep? There is weather, there is catastrophic mechanical or engine failure, there could have been a bird hit. There are so many things that could have possibly happened to this helicopter, but only a crash investigation will tell us what may have happened, Sandeep. We'll come back to Sandeep in just a moment, but let me just list out for you some of the possibilities, some of the things that may have happened to this helicopter. Remember, good helicopter, fairly new, pretty modern, best pilots in the, among the best pilots in the world. Totally excellent training as far as helicopter operations are concerned. Nothing out of the ordinary, not a risky flight mission, but a helicopter that has crashed with the country's top military official is the story we're reporting right now. It's numbing at one, at one level. Bad weather could have doomed this helicopter. Engine failure could have doomed this helicopter. A technical or a mechanical failure of some crucial subsystem could have doomed this helicopter. These are the possible reasons. The pilots could have been disoriented as a result of bad weather and crashed into a mountainside is also a possibility. Of course, there is the outside chance of human error, though I'm not going to talk about that right now because there is very little possibility of that with such experienced pilots. But I'm going to tell you right now that a crash investigation is going to go into every last aspect, every mangled nut and bolt of these extremely sorrowful images you're looking at on your screen right now to get to the bottom of what may have happened. 4 people have been killed in this terrible crash. 10 people, their conditions is not confirmed as of now. We can tell you that every effort is being made on the ground to account for the condition of the other 10 persons, including Chief of Defence Staff Bipin Rawat, his wife Madhulika Rawat, and the other officers, soldiers and pilots on board this Mi-17 V5 helicopter. Akshaya Nath continues to be with us. Akshaya, 4 dead, 14 people on board that helicopter. This is not looking good, Akshaya.
Well, let me give you all the details that we have in hand so far, Shiv. From Delhi to Sulur, 9 passengers list have been given, and in that very clearly we have the name of General Bipin Rawat as well as his wife Madhulika Rawat's name. And apart from that, from Sulur there was another flight helicopter that took off, and in that what we're being told is from Sulur they were traveling to Wellington, and in that there was a crash that happened in the Nilgiri Hills in Coonoor, which is the upper part of Coonoor where the accident currently has happened. And immediately we're told that a fire accident also took place because of the crash. And the first response was from the locals in and around the area who with buckets of water were trying to stop the water. Immediately information was also passed on to administration, the local administration, and also to the army, and all of them immediately reached the spot. That was the first response that we're being told. We also know that senior Nilgiri collector as well as senior officials from the local administration are also on the spot for the rescue operation. Army has also cordoned off the area, and they have been also trying to work along with the local administration for this rescue op. And what we're being told, Shiv, is that tragically 4 people have been killed in this accident, and apart from that 2 people with around 80% burn injuries have been taken to the Wellington Hospital for treatment, and search operations are still underway for the others who were on board. Till now we have no details as far as the health condition of Bipin Rawat or his wife, but right now prayers are high that they should return home safe, and also at this point of time, we know that the Air Force has given out details stating that an investigation will be conducted as far as to what really panned out for leading to this accident. But to Shiv, multiple reasons can be there. One of the major contributor can also be the weather condition. We can see from all the visuals that we're getting that it has been extremely foggy in and around Coonoor. So right now we have to wait for information from investigation as to what really went wrong and how did the helicopter crash. But at this point of time, prayers are on, Shiv, because it is a flight with a lot of senior officials on board, and a very tragic incident that has happened in Tamil Nadu. And right now we can also see from the visuals that along with the local administration, even people in and around that area are working in tandem to help in the rescue operations. We need to wait and watch as to what will really happen. But at this point of time, we know that 4 people have been killed and 2 have been rescued and are undergoing treatment at the Wellington Hospital.
Madhulika Rawat, General Bipin Rawat were on board that helicopter. Their condition is not formally confirmed from the ground by agencies who are looking into the crash as we speak, but we're expecting more information to come out. The only categorical confirmation that we have is that Chief of Defence Staff Bipin Rawat was on board that helicopter. He is likely to have sustained similar injuries as well, but we will not speculate on what kind and what his condition is. There is more bad news coming though, however, that 3 people have been rescued, but 4 people are confirmed dead at the site itself. Their charred remains have been pulled out of the helicopter. So that's 3 rescued, 4 people confirmed dead, 7 others whose condition is hanging in the balance. We don't have a confirmation on that just yet, but we do have a reporter on the ground who's going to get us more in just a very short moment from now. We've got multiple images of the crash site, which shows you just how bad this accident was. You can see the tail boom of the helicopter. You can see that it has crashed into a wooded area where you can see a lot of logs burning as well, which has probably helped the post-impact fire. You can see people with buckets trying to douse those flames. This is aviation fuel that's burning, so it's going to be pretty difficult to put out with just those buckets. But these are, of course, local first responders. The images that we'll be getting in a few minutes from now will show you that there are more professional pieces of equipment that have been deployed on site to put out the post-crash fire. Helicopters don't have ejection mechanisms. The Mi-17 certainly doesn't. So when there is a catastrophic failure of this kind and it goes down and crashes down, into a mountain or on land, there is absolutely there is very little that anybody on board that helicopter can actually do. So unless the pilots are able to somehow regain control of the helicopter as it's falling out of the sky like a stone, it's a bad day for everyone on board that helicopter if it goes down from a certain height. And looking at the condition of the helicopter in these images, I can tell you that this was a pretty high intensity, hard impact accident that has taken place and doomed this helicopter and at least 4 people on board at this point of time. Akshaya continues to be with me. The Prime Minister, the Defence Minister are in touch at this point of time. There is likely to be a briefing in a short while from now by the Indian Air Force and the Indian Army or the Ministry of Defence. We're awaiting that. We're going to get you constant updates also on the condition of the people on board. Akshaya Nath continues to be with me. Akshaya, can you give us a run through of the agencies who are involved right now at the crash site? We can see some locals, first responders trying to throw water on the crash site, but I imagine by this time there must be military personnel as well on the ground.
The first responders, of course, were the locals in the area. They were the ones who were trying to douse the fire with the help of buckets of water. And immediately they were the ones also to alert local authorities about this incident. Fire and rescue department are in work right there. Also, as you said, army officials are also there. You can see multiple visuals where army officials are trying to cordon off the locals who are trying to come and take a glimpse of what really has happened. We can very clearly see officials are trying to move the crowd away so that that the rescue operations can also go underway. We are also seeing in those visuals that multiple people, multiple officials are carrying the injured as well. So far, we were told that 4 people were killed and 2 people with severe burn marks, around 80% is what we're being told, were taken to the Wellington hospital as well. Currently, we're seeing that the local authorities, which includes the police, fire and rescue officials, as well as the army officials, all of them are working very closely to ensure that everybody who are there on board, they can be either rescued or the bodies can be retrieved. Very tragically, a couple of videos which we've seen from the spot also shows, 2 people dead as well. So, very, very tragic scenario panning out right now, Shiv, and the visuals are also heartbreaking, and we can only hope and pray that at least from now on, it's some kind of a positive information as far as General Bipin Rawat or his wife's condition comes out. But as you were rightly mentioning, the kind of incident that has taken place is very, very tragic. One of the most intense accidents as far as a chopper crash is concerned in the state of Tamil Nadu. So at this point of time, we are seeing that all the focus is on Nilgiris, Kunnur specifically, where the crash has happened. And as far as the list of passengers are concerned, we're still waiting for an official confirmation from officials. But we know that from Delhi till at least Sulur and Coimbatore, 9 passengers were on board, which included General Bipin Rawat and his wife Madhulika Rawat. And from Sulur to Wellington, we don't know how many people were on board clearly. We're still waiting for an official number from officials, because there has been clash as far as sources of information are concerned. Some people have given us 9 and some have said 14. So we're waiting for an official word on that regard. And as far as the flight is itself concerned, Shiv, the helicopter, we've been told by the IAF that they will be conducting a proper investigation and also finding out the source of the cause of that accident. So till then, we will not be speculating on what could have really went wrong. But just to put it out there, the weather condition in Kunnur has been very high, it has been foggy, so there could have been difficulty in flying. So that is also being mentioned along with the details which we're being getting currently, Shiv. But a very, very tragic incident. We're just waiting for more information from local authorities as well as the army officials as to know what has really gone wrong, how many more people have been rescued. But we will be putting out all the latest update on India Today as and when we get it, Shiv.
Okay, we're trying to reach out to the police on the ground. We're going to try and get in a word from the Tamil Nadu police as well, because they're among the first responders who are there in Kunnur responding to this horrifying accident that has taken place. Abhishek continues to be with me. Abhishek, the Indian Air Force Chief, the Indian Army Chief are currently briefing the Prime Minister and the Defence Minister. Any further information we're getting on that? Is there likely to be, is it possible that Rajnath Singh or any of the other senior staff could make a dash to Sulur or Wellington at this point of time?
I just spoke to some of the sources, and they're saying that there is no immediate plan for the Defence Minister to go out of Delhi. But having said that, he's monitoring the situation, getting updates, inputs as and when they are coming. And an inquiry has already been ordered by the Indian Air Force. That's something that the Air Force has put out in the public domain, that an inquiry will be conducted. A Mi-17 V5 is what the Air Force has said crashed, in which the CDS was traveling. What we know other than this, Shiv, is that there was a flight manifest from Delhi to Sulur, which mentioned 9 people who were on board. That included the CDS and his wife as well. How many of those were actually on board the chopper is still not clear. We are waiting for confirmations from the ground. What we are hearing from our sources here in the Defence Ministry is that the focus is on rescue operations. There is wreckage over there that needs to be cleared. If anybody is stuck in that wreckage, they need to be rescued. So the entire focus and priority right now is on the relief and rescue operations on the spot. As immediate
So our viewers can get the most accurate information. Chief of Defence Staff Bipin Rawat, his wife Madhulika Rawat were on board that helicopter. His staff officer, two soldiers at least, the two pilots of the Mi-17 V5 helicopter belonging to the Indian Air Force were the two Air Force personnel on board that helicopter. One brigadier was also on board that helicopter. That is the information we have. A total of 14 people, 4 people confirmed dead at this point of time. The Chief of Defence Staff, Bipin Rawat, his team was also with him when they flew. 9 of them flew from Delhi to Sulur in Coimbatore earlier today. And they had taken a helicopter from Sulur flying to Coimbatore when this crash took place in the Nilgiri mountains. Defence Minister... Sir, Rajnath Singh is going to be briefing Parliament in a short while on the crash that has taken place. That is likely to be the first occasion in which we will get a confirmation on just how bad this accident is. Remember, Parliament is in session right now and therefore members of Parliament get the privilege of first information on such accidents and such incidents, and therefore the public at large is likely to receive first formal word of what happened when the Defence Minister briefs Parliament. In a moment, I will update you on precisely what time Rajnath Singh will be briefing Parliament on this. He's likely to make a statement in a short while from now on the helicopter crash. The Defence Minister has already briefed the Prime Minister, Narendra Modi, on the helicopter crash. The news is not getting any better, I'm afraid, ladies and gentlemen. In a few minutes from now, when we get a formal confirmation from the agencies on the ground, we will be breaking more bad news. I'm not going to give anyone hope here. It's only getting worse because that's how bad this accident actually was. The Chief of Defence Staff, his wife, Mrs. Madhulika Rawat, were on board the helicopter along with 12 others. 4 people confirmed dead, identities not specified at this point of time. This was a Mi-17 V5 helicopter that has gone down. The Defence Minister, in a short while from now, will be making a statement in Parliament, where members of Parliament will receive first formal official word from the government on the crash involving the country's top military official, General Bipin Rawat, who happens to be India's first Chief of Defence Staff as well. As you can see in this map, this helicopter had taken off from the Sulur Air Force Base and it was flying possibly to the Defence Services Staff College in Wellington when it crashed in Coonoor, which is nestled in the high altitude mountains, the Nilgiri mountains of western Tamil Nadu. That's where this crash has taken place. File images of General Bipin Rawat along with his wife, Mrs. Madhulika Rawat, you see in yellow there. On these are archive images. We just wanted to show you their pictures at this point of time before we bring you more news on their condition. But you can see in the pictures for yourselves, ladies and gentlemen, that this is turning out to be an extremely dismaying, distressing and tragic story that we're reporting for our viewers here on India Today. General Bipin Rawat is the country's first Chief of Defence Staff. Mrs. Madhulika Rawat is right there with him, as is often the case. The wives of senior officers accompany them on official visits of this kind. The Chief of Defence Staff makes many official visits to different military establishments across the country. This one to Sulur and then onward to the Defence Services Staff College in a helicopter is what was happening. So he had taken a fixed-wing aircraft from Delhi to Sulur earlier today, and then from the Sulur Air Force Base, he was in a helicopter that was to fly him, we understand, to Wellington when this helicopter crashed in Coonoor. These are the images that we have so far from the crash site. News to be with me. We're also asking many big questions that we will have up on your screen in just a moment. There are many different angles that are being investigated by the crash team at this point of time, but I do want to tell you that a crash investigation is an enormously complex exercise, and therefore Therefore, there will be no straight answers or short answers for what may have happened to this helicopter, because a detailed probe investigation, multi-layered inquiry needs to be conducted before one is to arrive at the semblance of an explanation of what may have doomed this Mi-17 V5 helicopter. A reliable, fairly relatively new helicopter with a highly experienced crew that has crashed in the Nilgiri mountains of Tamil Nadu with the country's top military official on board. There are going to be answers sought and there will be accountability held for what happened, but we still don't know what happened. Akshaya Nath continues to be with me. Akshaya, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh is going to be briefing Parliament in just a very short while from now. The news is only getting worse. 4 people confirmed dead, very bad burn injuries, life-threatening burn injuries on some of the others. But this is turning out to be... Okay, we'll go back to Akshaya in just a moment. She's also in touch with her own reporting team on the ground in Wellington and Kunur to get us the very latest information as and when we report them for you. But what we do know is that this was a high-impact, high-intensity accident that has taken place. It was not a crash landing or some kind of hard landing that took place. This was a full-fledged crash that has taken place, and the intensity of the crash is borne out by the confirmation that we already have that 4 people have lost their lives and counting. That number, I can tell you, is definitely going to rise. Just a moment. I'm going to get all of our reporters in just a moment on this story. All of our reporters are on the story right now. They're all in touch with their networks on the ground to get you the most accurate and fastest information. And I promise you, ladies and gentlemen, here on India Today, that we will only bring you information that has been corroborated by the agencies and formally announced. Remember, Parliament is in session and the Defence Minister, Rajnath Singh, will be making a statement in Parliament in just a very short while from now. So that's something we can confirm to you. Obviously, that entire statement will be live here on India Today. You will see that statement live. But in the interim, we will continue to report from the ground and get you the very latest information on what may have happened. The Indian Air Force has already ordered an inquiry. This is a default step that is taken every time there is even a minor accident of this kind. But this one was not minor by any stretch of imagination. There have been 4 confirmed fatalities. The debris of this helicopter has been, spread over a wide area. You can see the mangled mess of this Mi-17 V5 helicopter that is distributed over a large area along this mountainside in Kunur. Akshaya Nath continues to be with us. Akshaya, what's the latest?
Shiv, we've got the latest information from the Forest Minister K. Ramachandran, who has reached the spot and he has met the media there, and he said that 5 people have been killed, 2 people have been rescued with serious injuries, around 80% burn is what he's told, and they have been rushed to the Wellington Hospital. Apart from that, rescue operations are still underway to retrieve 7 other people who are stuck inside the flight. From what the minister has said, that Chief Minister M.K. Stalin had asked him to rush to the spot as soon as the information about the crash was given, and it's being told that it was the locals who had initially responded. Even now they are working in tandem with the authorities there to help in the rescue operation. And the minister also added that had the flight crashed 20 feet higher, then an entire village will have been affected. But at this point of time, thankfully, the locals in the area have not been affected, but they have been working along with officials to help in the rescue operation. And this is one of the first official voices that we're getting from Tamil Nadu, Shiv. The Forest Minister himself has stated that 5 people have been killed, and he has said that around 14 people have been on board is what the information he has got as well. So 14 people on board, 5 people people have been killed. Their identities have not been revealed yet. 2 people with serious injuries have been taken to the Wellington Hospital, and apart from that, 7 people, the attempts to retrieve them are still underway. It's still uncertain whether they have sustained the crash or if they too have succumbed to their injuries. That detail is still not out, but right now all efforts are underway. We're being told that the Fire and Rescue Department, police officials, as well as local authorities and the army, all of them are working round the clock to ensure that as many people are retrieved from that crashed flight as fast as possible, Shiv. And this is one of the first big crashes that we can say in the recent times that has happened in the state of Tamil Nadu. A very high profile passengers as well on board. General Rawat as well as his wife Madhulika Rawat were there on board, and details on what exactly is their condition is still not out, but we're being told that all officials, all authorities are focusing on doing their best in the crash spot as possible. And we can also see how locals are bringing buckets of water and throwing on the fire to douse the fire as well as to clear the entire vicinity. We're also seeing visuals wherein army officials are trying to get the crowd out of the area so that a smooth rescue operation can happen as soon as a body is retrieved and taken out of the spot. So at this point of time, Shiv, what we can say is that from official sources, 14 people were on board, 5 people have been killed, 2 with serious injuries have been taken to the hospital, and 7 more are to be rescued, Shiv.
More waiting to be rescued at this point of time. Abhishek Bhalla continues to be with me on the story. He's our defense editor. Abhishek, the Indian Air Force Chief, Air Chief Marshal Vivek Ram Chaudhary, the Chief of the Army Staff, General Manoj Mukund Naravane, the National Security Advisor, the Home Minister, the Defense Minister, Prime Minister, all have spoken to each other at one point or another in the last 40 minutes. We understand everyone has been briefed. The Defense Minister is going to be making a statement in Parliament. Do we know when that statement is going to be made, Abhishek?
That statement is likely soon, but you're absolutely right. It's a matter of grave concern for the country because the highest military officer was on board that aircraft along with his wife and other officials that he works closely with. What we know is, Shiv, that there were 9 people who boarded the Delhi Sulur flight, which carried the CDS, his wife and some others to Sulur, and from there they got into this Mi-17 V5 chopper. The Indian Air Force has already said that an inquiry has been ordered. Now this is procedural. Such inquiries happen every time there is a crash, but one can understand the gravity of an inquiry this time because this chopper was carrying the senior most military officer of the country. Other than this, Shiv, there is the big focus on the rescue that is taking place even as we speak. Akshaya has been giving us updates of what the situation on the ground is. All those inputs are being closely watched, monitored by the defense establishment here in Delhi in South Block. The Prime Minister has also been given all the inputs of what's happening. But yes, we'll get an official confirmation of the exact status of things as they stand when the Defence Minister Rajnath Singh speaks in Parliament a little later.
Short one. Like Abhishek just pointed out to us, there is a parliamentary privilege, so the members of parliament will have access to that first statement. It has to be made in parliament as per protocol, and that's where the public at large will also get that information first. Abhishek confirming to us that it will happen in a very short while from now. Abhishek, also the Indian Air Force Chief, the Indian Army Chief are in touch with the Defence Minister, we understand, and they've all briefed the Prime Minister. Everyone is completely laser focused on this one tragic development in Coonoor at this point.
Shiv, everybody in the security establishment in Delhi is in touch with the people on the ground, with the local administration, with the police, with the people in hospitals, because, it's very important to get a first-hand account of what's happening, because people on the ground are the primary source of information of what is happening. And what people have been continuously telling me is that, as of now, the focus is on rescue, relief. The wreckage needs to be cleared because if anybody is stuck in that wreckage, those lives need to be saved. There were 14 people on board. There is a confirmation of 4 dead who those 4 people are, we still don't know. We'll wait for confirmations. There is a lot of speculation going on, a lot of videos that are there on social media. But we at India Today, Shiv, stick to the facts because we don't want to jump the gun. This is a very, very sensitive, very grim situation. And it's a matter of grave concern for everybody in the country. The Mi-17 V5 has not had a bad history as far as crashes are concerned. It's not very common for a Mi-17 V5 to go down. So what triggered this crash? What was the reason behind that? All that will be part of an investigation, a part of an inquiry that at some point of time will come out later.
The inquiry will only come out a little later. All eyes now on Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, who is about to make a statement in Parliament. We are awaiting word on precisely when that is. Of course, we will get that to you live as and when it happens here on India Today. But the news coming out from Coonoor in Tamil Nadu is not good, ladies and gentlemen. It's not good at all. The death toll is almost certain to rise. But as I promised you, we will only bring you an official corroboration from the ground when we have a confirmation from the local agencies, so that there is absolutely no misstep. There are anxious armed forces families watching this story. They've got personnel, they've got loved ones, who are in Wellington, some of whom may have been on this helicopter. There are 2 Indian Air Force pilots and 1 Indian Air Force personnel who was on board this Mi-17 helicopter, as is always the case. This Mi-17 V5 squadron was based in Sulur. That's where this helicopter had taken off from and was headed to the Defence Services Staff College in Wellington when this helicopter crashed with Chief of Defence Staff, Mrs. Madhulika Rawat, and others on board. The big questions are going to be asked. A crash investigation has already begun, but at this point of time, the big priority is to get full clarity on the death toll and the condition, if any, of survivors, if any, in this horrifying helicopter crash in the Nilgiri mountains of Tamil Nadu. The country's top military officer, General Bipin Rawat, confirmed to be on that helicopter along with his wife, Mrs. Madhulika Rawat, as well as his entire team, including 2 advisors, a brigadier, a lieutenant colonel, and some soldiers. 2 pilots of the Indian Air Force were also on board. We're not revealing or releasing any of those names. We have that information, but as a responsible channel reporting this story, we're not releasing any names because we don't want to cause any confusion. We would like the families to get that information directly from the agencies, or once the agencies reveal that information, we will report it to the families and to those watching here on India Today. There are many reasons. There's a lot of speculation doing the rounds, but at this point of time, the next step in what we are expecting to see in this unfolding tragedy is Defence Minister Rajnath Singh to brief the Parliament. It's going to happen in a very short while from now. In the pictures you see on your screen, you can see army personnel, you can see police personnel, some locals as well, all getting involved in the post-crash relief effort, trying to put out the fire, trying to gather some of that equipment and secure the entire site. So these are images I'd like to point out that are from earlier today. We are told that the fire has largely been put out by this time, but the news is not good at the crash site. Akshaya continues to be with me. Akshaya, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh expected to make a statement in Parliament shortly. Any word that we're getting from Chief Minister M.K. Stallin's office? Is he also monitoring this entire situation since this happened in Coonoor in Tamil Nadu? Any word from the government in Tamil Nadu?
Shiv, one of the first to reach the spot on behalf of the Tamil Nadu government was the Forest Minister K. Ramachandran, who has said that officials are on ground helping with the rescue operations. They've also said that, he was asked, K. Ramachandran has mentioned that he had rushed to the spot as per the instructions of Chief Minister M.K. Stalin, and also stated that he's been informed that 14 people were on board, of which 5 people have been killed, 2 people with severe injuries have been moved to the Coonoor Government Hospital, and also that 7 more people have to be retrieved from the crash. Apart from this, Shiv, we're also being told that Chief Minister M.K. Stalin has instructed officials and the local administration to give the best treatment to the people who have been retrieved and who have 80% burn, is what we've been told. And also they've been taken to the government hospital in Coonoor, and also doctors, experts from Coimbatore are being rushed to the Coonoor Medical College Hospital. So this is the latest update from the Tamil Nadu government, Shiv. And we're also being told that Chief Minister M.K. Stalin, as soon as he got the information, has instructed the Nilgiri's collector as well as local officials who are there, as well as Forest Minister, to be on ground and monitor the situation as closely as possible. And we're seeing that on ground as well, Shiv. We're seeing that police officials, fire and rescue staff, army officials, as well as the locals in the region have been working in tandem to ensure that as fast as possible, people who are stuck inside the chopper are brought out. So, right now, all efforts are there, all focus is on the incident that has happened where General Bipin Rawat and his wife Madhulika Rawat were on board. At this point of time, no information has been divulged as far as the condition of General Rawat or his wife Madhulika Rawat. So we have to wait for those information. But tragic news is that 5 people have already lost their life, and 2 people with severe injuries have been moved to the government hospital. And apart from that, 7 others, their bodies are being retrieved. Their rescue operation for that is underway right now.
The Defence Minister is going to be making a statement in Parliament in just minutes from now. We'll be cutting across live for you. I'm taking a very, very quick break so we can organize some of the other information as well and put it on your screen for you. I'm back in exactly 2 minutes to continue this breaking coverage of the worst tragedy. This is an absolutely unbelievably sorrowful story that we're reporting to you here on India Today. Back after this very short break, our coverage continues. Stay with us.